Hey guys, Mike here again. Time for a quick video. Relaxing here, have the fantasy football going. Football up on the TV. Life's pretty good right now. Found a bunch of lead soldiers here, as you can see, at a flea market today. Wasn't really planning on going out, but a friend of mine, my neighbor, wanted to run down to a steam show. So I went with him. They had a flea market. Let me turn this. Should have thought about that. They had a flea market going, and it wasn't too bad. I bought a bunch of CDs and DVDs. I think I found one box of DVDs. It was actually a big Tupperware tub, like a Rubbermaid type tub full of DVDs. There must have been 60 or 70 of them in there. $1 a piece was what he had on there. I asked him how much he'd do if I took it all, and he said 20 bucks. I couldn't believe it, so I jumped all over that. So I got all those. I got, I think, maybe 30 CDs or so, but that was actually a real bust. I was kind of distracted talking to my neighbor and saw them, and they gave me a good deal on the CDs. I didn't really look at them closely, and a lot of them were kind of scratched up. So really on the CDs, I may just make my money back, but oh well, win some, you lose some. But these lead soldiers were the big home run of the day. I counted them up, I think, if I remember correctly, there's 53 of them. And I was looking at him, asked him how much for all of them, and he said 50 bucks. Man, I jumped all over it. These are some pretty cool pieces here. Try to get in close on some of these. I've seen this maker before, at least I believe it is. They're handmade in Russia. Well, not handmade, they obviously mold them, of course. I should say hand painted. I'm especially going to do well on these Civil War guys. I think I'll make, even though a couple of them, I think that guy there is missing his hat, and that guy's hat is bent and his sword's gone. So the Civil War ones aren't in the greatest of shape, but I still bet I'll get at least 20 bucks a piece for those. So I'll make my money back plus some just on those. And then of course there's the rest here. And they're very well made. Let's see, there's one had a pretty ornate shield. That guy right there, I mean, these are just great pieces here. Let's see, I'll show you the bottom of one. Where is it? I can't walk and chew gum. As you can see, they're Russia. Good grief, I can't do this. Alright, there we go. Niena is the manufacturer. I think they're 1995 to 2004 here. It's interesting, this one actually has Made in Russia on it, and actually reading Speak Russian a bit. That's Ivanova written there. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I guess maybe that's the person who actually painted it or did it or something. Savchenko on that one. I don't know what that means either. I mean, it's a name, but I don't know. I guess it's the person who painted it. Anyway, just a cool lot. I'm just really excited about it, so I want to get a video of it, and I guess these videos should be more than just a show and tell. So the takeaway from this would be lead soldiers, look for quality. You know, there's the old U.S. ones, Barclay, Man Oil, and then of course the Britain's Made in England, and J. Hill. There's a couple French manufacturers you see pretty often. I can't remember the name of those. Those always sell pretty good, but sometimes people don't really think of the new manufacturers, and this is a good example of them. These Russian-made ones, they're really well done, high quality, and you can do pretty well. I'm going to just completely guesstimate on these, but I think for each one of these I'll probably get anywhere from $5 to $15 a piece. Maybe a majority on the lower end, but I guarantee there's going to be, you know, half a dozen or a dozen of these that'll be on the higher end of that. So I'm going to make a killing on that. And while I was thinking in terms of the Russian stuff, I want to show these two as a little tip. These actually got in, I can't remember if it was Moscow or Kiev, but they're little matryoshkas is what they're, or matryoshki in Russian, but we call them nesting dolls here, and they're really cool. They're the ones that you Let me find one that's easy to get off. There we go. Oh man, I'm sorry, I can't speak and pull these apart and take video at the same time apparently. But yeah, everybody's seen those. They can sell pretty well actually if you get ones that were actually made in Russia and again are quality. You'll see a lot of really cheap, Chinese made crap floating around, and you're not going to make any money on those. But if you find some high quality ones, preferably ones that were actually made in Russia, you'll do all right. And this guy, I have no idea. I bought all these soldiers here, lead pieces, some aren't soldiers, and for some reason or another, he stuck that in there with it. I guess he just wanted to get rid of it. So, a little candy container, fire truck, fire pumper, I guess. I'll probably get $5 or $6 for that, I think, on eBay. So there you go, everybody. My short little video here. Pick up those lead soldiers if they're high quality. They don't have to be old. These Russian ones do real well. And keep an eye out for those nesting dolls. Or yeah, you'll never find anyone calling them by the Russian name here in the U.S. So anyway, keep an eye out for these nesting dolls. If they're high quality, preferably made in Russia, you can get some good money for those. Have a great week coming up, guys. Take care. Bye.